Thanks to Paulo with news from around the sporting world. Let's focus though on what's been going on at Jalan Besar Stadium. The first 45 minutes that gave us 2 goals, but plenty of incidents to talk about besides that. Let's get straight to it. The Home United goal came courtesy of a penalty. And Roshan, John, if we look at that, firstly, it was hard to see what led to it, whether it was a genuine penalty, and it was certainly off the ball, Roshan, wasn't it?
It was off the ball, and let's remember that referees have to deal with these situations in real time, and immediately real time I thought, there was a clumsy challenge from Rodriguez. This is another closer look at this one. Just keep your eye on the number 9 there, Rodriguez, with the red boots, and he actually connects with Plazibat. Whether Plazibat can actually connect with the ball and finish the move doesn't really matter. He does make a connection with Plazibat, and to me that's a penalty. It's a clumsy challenge. When you leave it up to the referee to make a decision, you take it out of your hands, and the referee decided it's a penalty, and I agree with him.
So what do you think of the second goal here, John? Goalkeeper
Hassan Sani, he knows he's made a big boo-boo there. He's much better than that. We constantly talk about Hassan Sani being one of the best goalkeepers in the region, second only to Cowan by my book. It's a big bounce in front of him, but he should be getting his body behind that. He's got a cut under his eye. Maybe that affected him a little bit, but it shouldn't know. He's an experienced international goalkeeper.
Let's get back to that penalty incident and look at it a little bit more closely. Certainly an entanglement of legs, and certainly the attacking player went down.
It is. That Roshan is sold on this. I'm not. I'm really not. I think Plazibat oversold it to the referee. I can understand why the referee gives it, because there is a tangle, there's a coming together, but if you're not 100% sure, you can't give that. You cannot give that penalty unless you're certain. Referee was absolutely convinced, but the way that Plazibat went down, I think he overdid it. I think he oversold it. But I do agree with Roshan, the fact that if you do let that ball bounce in your box, you're asking for trouble. Well done to Steve Plazibat. It's a massive game. You do what you can to get your team the advantage. He got them off and running. This
is a good angle though, I think, John. Let's just try and slow it down and go through it slowly there. Initially, there's a decent challenge in there. You're looking at the referee's point of view here. He's got a clear sight. And this is where Rodriguez actually makes a challenge on Stipe Plazibat. Look out for those red boots there. And I wonder if the referee just gets a little bit blocked off by Ingresso running across him, running across his line of sight there. And maybe that makes his decision a little bit more difficult. Like I said, I think he's absolutely spot on with this one, but debatable. Certainly Ceres will feel hard done by this. It's just a clumsy challenge from Rodriguez in that situation. But another look at this one here.
As we always said, in such big games when there's so much at stake, it is fine lines. You've got 2 pundits here. Roshan sold on it, not me. And you heard Jamie Reeves in the commentary box. First off, he said, I think it's a penalty. He said, I'm less convinced after I've seen a couple of replays.
He certainly did go for the big sale, didn't he? You're quite right there. We will get to those 2 offside incidents in a moment. But first of all, let's take a look at the other chances that Home United created ahead for much of the half. And this one, as the header comes across the face of the goal, did it come just too quickly for him, John, to realise what was going on?
I think so. I think so. Initially, I thought the goalie just tips that onto the crossbar. But he should be scoring there. He is 3 metres out.
That's Adam Swandi. Now this is Khairul Nizam.
Yeah, I think Adam Swandi probably wanted to put too much power on that instead of directing it towards goal. But this is an opportunity for Khairul Nizam. Nice little direct play from Home United there. Great little run from the inside. You expect the goalkeeper to save that though, straight down the middle.
Plazibat gets on the end of this one, John.
I don't know what happened there. I really don't. I know there was a little deflection when it came in from Khairul Nizam, but I mean it was just ridiculous. He's going for a diving header, but that is when Home United are at their most dangerous, when they soak and they counter, and it's usually with Faris Ramli carrying that ball from the halfway line.
Disallowed for offside, and here's where we get a chance to look at those. First of all, 21 minutes in, I beg your pardon, 4 minutes in, and there was an attempt blocked. Manny Ott getting involved very early on here, Rosh.
Yeah, a good play down the wings. That's where they find the spaces and in those wide areas. Eventually, it's nice little tracking back from Home United central midfielder. I think it's Akari that puts in a challenge.
Ramli, I think it is.
Was it Faris Ramli that comes back to put in a challenge? Great defending though, and then Ott with an opportunity there on the free kick, goes close. It's one of those situations where you thought he might just go for the far post with players running across the goalkeeper, trying to distract Hassan Sani.
That was only 4 minutes after they'd gone a goal down. This is the first time that the assistant referee disallowed their goals.
Yeah, and rightly so. I mean, it's a gorgeous delivery. It's a difficult delivery to put in because it's so central. But right across Hassan's eye line, two players stood in an offside position. When they flick their foot out, they're definitely offside.
Rightly so, you say, their job, but not here, Roshan, right?
No, not here. And I think it's a poor decision from the linesman there. And he's actually well placed to make a good call on this one. Ramsey is at the far post. He's in line with about 3 Home United players in that situation. So let's take a closer look at that one, actually. And we've got a lovely angle here. Again, yes, you know, the referee's linesman's got to make this decision in real time. But it's good build-up play down that right-hand side once again. They're trying to outnumber Home United on the flanks there. And we picked this out as an area of weakness for them. Serena Kamara down that flank. You know, this is what happens in real time. And the linesman is slow to raise his flag. He's not quite certain that Ramsey is in an offside position. But as the ball comes here at this angle here, let's take a look at this angle.
Well,
there are 3 players.
The linesman will raise his flag once the ball gets cut back. You have a look there, and you look along here, and they've got that. I mean, they're better than level, and it's a great little cutback because the ball comes quickly to him. The linesman raises his flag after the ball goes into the net, which is worrying.
3 players looked like they were playing him onside there.
Well, there was Haris, Kamara in that situation, Juma Jantan, and Ramsey was certainly onside there. And you can understand why Ceres feel really hard done by in that situation. They do deserve to actually have gone into the halftime break 2 goals up, I think, in this one. They've controlled things in central midfield against Home United. They've created their opportunities, and I think, you know, you can understand why they feel a little bit hard done by that situation.
Not anywhere near as cagey. That's what a few people were saying. It really wasn't. I mean, these two sides, every time they play in the AFC Cup, they really deliver. I mean, it's a fantastic game, beautifully poised now.
We've got to be expecting more goals, haven't we?
Oh, certainly. Certainly. This has got 3-3 written all over it.
Marvellous. OK, this is the ASEAN Zone final. Plenty of games still to go to get to all the way to the end of the AFC Cup. But for Home United and Ceres, this one is for the Championship of ASEAN, if you like. It's played over 2 legs. We're at the half-time stage of the first leg, and it is, as John says, beautifully poised. 1-1 at the break, but we've had plenty of incident. Can't wait for the second 45. Come on back, where Des Corkill and Jamie Reeves will take you through the action.
It's a nice close finish. Set it up for next week.
A Plazibat penalty equalised by Stoibel. Haris Haram with the late winner. Home United 2, Ceres Negros 1.
Our thanks to Des Corkill and Jamie Reeves, and as Jamie said, a fantastic piece of entertainment, and in many ways 2-1 is the perfect score to take into what will be a very exciting second leg. Thoughts on that winning goal, John? Haris Haroun making his AFC Cup debut for Home United.
Well, that's what happens. That's what he can give you. So dynamic, really wanted to get on the end of this, and when you push him a little bit further up, this is what he can give you. Good eye for goal now, Haris, as he's getting a little bit older. What a finish. Oh, Home United finished strong.
And when you think of the goals that were disallowed and the penalty incidents, there's so much that could happen in the second leg. This is far from over this tie. Everything to play for, Roshan.
Everything to play for. Definitely far from over. And Khairul Nizam should have killed it at the end, really. So should have scored that third goal on the breakaway. But it's all to play for now. Set up really nicely. August 9th, Singapore's National Day. Home United going away, playing at Panaat City Stadium there. Going to be a great atmosphere. Looking forward to that one.
Any way you can put a prediction on this now, John?
I can give it a go for you, Steve. I think Home United are just going to nick it now. I think that if any team is set up to play away from home, that so-can counter-attacking style, it's Home United.
The momentum is with Home United, says John Wilkinson. Well, let's see if it pans out that way on Singapore's National Day at 7:30. There we are on Fox Sports and Fox Sports Play. You can see the second leg of the ASEAN Zone final. The John Dyke Show is next, so stay right where you are. English Premier League football.